If you have an injury, a meniscus tear, and your knee hurts, clicks, and locks up, stay with me because I'm going to show you 6 exercises, the best ones out there to start working. Mobility and strengthening not only the knee, but also the hip are extremely important elements to maintain the good health of your knee. For this, we'll need a belt. I'll use an elastic band, but a belt, towel, or blanket will work. Finally, any ball will do. I chose this one because it was the first I found in the closet. A ball or a small ball is more than enough. Let's leave it here and start with the first exercise. Just so you know, you can do the exercises either sitting or lying down. I'm going to appear here sitting because I want to be within the camera frame, but if your back hurts and you're not completely comfortable doing the exercises, I recommend doing them lying down. In the first exercise, what we're going to do is place that elastic band right here, just below the ball of your foot, and from here, we're going to gently stretch that leg as far as you can. Some people stretch it all the way to the floor. Other people won't be able to because of the pain, or they won't be able to because they'll feel a joint blockage. That's okay. Stay at the point where you notice that tightness starts to appear around your knee. Some discomfort. From here, the only thing we want to do is a knee extension exercise. Basically, we're going to try to bring that knee down towards the floor, reducing the space that's exactly between your knee and this mat. And next, we're going to gently pull on the elastic band. Not too much, just enough to stretch the muscles at the back of the calf, especially if they go above the knee and are tight. It's extremely important, just like the hamstring muscles, and we're going to hold that position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, relax your foot. Notice how that tension eases, and then we do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. The tension in the back relaxes, the back of the knee stops hurting, and we stretch again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and relax. We're going to do 2 more, and then I'll show you 5 others, with a slightly more difficult variation. 3, 4, 5, and relax. Last repetition, last one. 5 and relax. Where do I feel the tension? As I said, right here at the back of the knee. If we want to make this exercise a bit more intense, or if you don't feel enough tension while doing it, what we can do is pull again and lift that leg slightly off the ground. What this will do is create more tightness in the back area, but be careful, okay? Because I did it a little bit wrong, even if you didn't notice. Sit up straight, because when you lift yourself, you'll likely tilt backward, as if rocking. No. This is useless because neither the leg nor the knee moves. Sit up straight, and even if your leg lifts slightly, don't rock backward. Like you're on a swing, okay? 3, 4 seconds and relax. 1, let's go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1. Up, up, pull that band well. Tiptoe toward me. 3, I'm going to do 2 more. 1, pull the band. Contract, lift, leg straight. 4, last repetition, pull toward me, lift. And 5, good, I relax the leg. I've earned a good rest and I lie on my back. Be careful when we work on mobility, because it's normal to feel some discomfort in the knee right after we've pushed it. It's completely normal. I lie on my back. I'm going to put this here so I can see myself clearly on the camera and talk to you properly. I want to work on the flexion now. And pay close attention. What we have to do is inside your knee, which is the leg I have here. Right now, we're going to try to support ourselves at the level of the tibia, the lower part of your leg, especially in front of that tibia. This way, we're going to be able to work on flexion safely. We're never going to support ourselves directly in front of the knee, nor on the kneecap, but directly below the anterior spine or your anterior tibial tuberosity. This is easy to recognize. Just touch the front of your knee and you'll notice a bump. Well, you have to place your hand just below it. For some of you, it might be difficult because you don't bend your knee much. Well, that's what our friend the towel is for, which helps us increase the intensity of the exercise. Make sure to place the band or the towel just below that knee and gently bend it toward you, trying to close it. Reduce the angle between your heel and buttocks. If possible, you can also use your hands. Just make sure to place your hands nice and low and to pull your leg toward you in a relaxed but consistent way. We're just going to hold for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. And repeat this 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Get ready to ride this bike? Well, wait, don't leave anything behind. Aunt Pomo and Pokeso too. But don't overdo it, okay? Just a little is enough. And if you can't bend your knee much and you stay here, well, this is much better than doing nothing, right? We have to understand that in exercises, there are different shades of gray. And if you don't do it perfectly like I do, that's okay. Each of us has different mobility levels and discomforts. How many have we done? 5 or 6, I don't know. Let's do 4 more. Relax, push. We can use that elastic if it's hard for you to reach. Push, relax, let's go for it. Last 2 push. Last repetition, push. Very good. We say goodbye to this magnificent elastic band that has accompanied us at the beginning of the routine. And we grab the ball because now we're going to do a full mobility exercise for the knee. I'm going to move up a little bit so I don't go out of the camera frame. Now, we want to combine flexion and extension exercises using the 2 movements we just practiced. We're basically going to fully stretch the leg, letting that leg roll all the way until the foot is completely extended. I'm going to move up a little more so you can see. That's it. And next, what we're going to do is gently bend that knee, rolling that ball until you go as far as you can. Your heel may touch your buttock or not. For example, this is my limit. We gently stretch that leg over the ball, taking it as far as we can. Point your foot toward you to create that tension in the back and to work on extending the knee. There, you can see me. And next, we bend and slowly as much as possible. How does it feel? Any discomfort? Well, then don't make the movement so wide. Make it smaller, make it more manageable. Make it more adapted to your abilities. Fully extend, bend. How many have we done? 4? I extend. Bend it. 5. I extend slowly, controlled movement, toes pointing toward me at the end of the motion. I bend. 6, 7, 12. Math isn't my thing, as you may have noticed. 7. I have 3 left. Don't hesitate to reposition that ball. Yes, during the exercise, you obviously fall short, or your foot moves too far, or you don't end up working both ranges of joint movement. 9. Last repetition. I fully extend, I fully flex. And 10. Very good. Let's put the ball aside, because for now we won't need it anymore. And now we're going to focus our exercise, our effort on contracting the quadriceps. The quadriceps is the muscle group that dominates the front part of our thigh. Very, very important, and it allows us to do activities like walking, jumping, and going up the stairs. These muscles are especially important for protecting the knee, and when it comes to a clinical situation like a meniscus injury, they become even more important. Pay attention, you can do this lying or sitting with the opposite leg placed like this. Put your arms just behind you. And from here, we're going to bring the tip of the foot toward me, but not toward the ceiling, okay? Slightly point your toes outward. Look at that side camera, toes outward. And then I'm going to lift that leg a few centimeters off the ground. Almost nothing. You may wonder, hey, Marco Sacristana, but didn't we see this in the mobility exercise? Well, no, because by removing the towel and the band, the leg has to rely on its own muscles to lift itself. Since the lever arm is long and we lack that tiptoe, more muscle work is needed. For those unable to do this, I suggest slightly bending your knee and lifting your leg like this. The lever is shorter, the muscle work is less effective, but at least it allows you to work. Okay, point your toes toward me, slightly, your toe outward, lift your leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's tough even for me, so be careful and work within your limits. Point your toes toward me and lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax, good. Step out, point your toes at me, lift. Relax, for we have 6 left. Come on, toward me, that point. Hat us up. Relax 5. Let's go again. Join me and complete this muscle work for your knee. 6. You'll notice the contraction in your thigh, but it won't be too intense, just slight tension and discomfort. 7. Last 3 up, let's go for it. 8. Last 2 on tiptoes up. 9 last repetition, friends, up. And that's it. Very good work on my quadriceps muscle. Next exercise. I'll have to turn my back to you for that. So we're going to stand with our backs to the camera just to keep working the same leg. And we're going to do a hip abduction movement. For that, you need to position yourself on your side. The bottom leg will be bent and the top leg will be completely straight. Don't face the camera. Perfect. From here, what we want to achieve is a simple leg lift movement off the ground. You just have to keep in mind certain parameters that we always have to respect 100%. The first one is that the leg has to be perfectly parallel to the ground, okay? With the tip of the foot pointing straight forward, as if you wanted to kick the wall with your foot. The tip should never be pointing toward the ceiling. Instead, it should be more like the tip with that big toe facing the wall. Correct or incorrect? Correct or incorrect? If you place it incorrectly, it works your hip flexors more and is completely ineffective. If you place it correctly, you'll notice the work in your gluteus medius and the results will be much greater. From here, with your toe pointing toward the wall, we're going to lift that leg. Not too much. 30-45 degrees is more than enough. Hold it and then let it drop. You should feel the effort here at the level of the gluteus medius, a very important muscle for knee stability. As soon as you touch down, go back up. 30-45 degrees, the tip of your foot points toward you, and we go down, touch the bottom, and up. What if you can't extend your knee because it hurts and your meniscus won't let you? It's okay, you can do it with a slight bend. Ideally, you want the full range of motion, but if you can't, it's not a problem. Let's just do 5 more with the other leg, so you can see from the front how the exercise should look. One last one. 1. This is so you can see how it should be done. I lie on my side, bottom leg bent, top leg straight. I lie on my side, that's it. The tip of the foot points forward, never upward. From here, I raise my leg 30-45 degrees and lower it. I touch down and go back up. 2. I touch down and go back up. 3. I touch down and up. 4. And up 5. Very good, bend that leg. If you feel any discomfort in your hip, you can give it a few gentle taps. And now we're going to work the inner leg muscles, the adductor muscles. Let's go back. The exercise is done again on the right leg, and in this case, we're going to switch legs. While before the bottom leg was bent and the top leg was straight, now it's the opposite. The bottom leg is straight and the top leg is bent. This allows me to work the muscles on the inside of my thigh against gravity. And for that, it's very simple. We're going to get into this position. You can lie down if you want. Forearm on the floor, left foot resting on the ground, leg fully extended, toes pointing toward me. Now, I'll gently lift that foot off the floor, but not too high since that's not possible. 3, 4, 5 seconds and we lower it. And we also complete 10 repetitions here. Let's go for it. Up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are strengthening the inner stop of the knee, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to give more stability to that meniscus. Let's go again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How many have we done? 5. Let's do 5 more. Up and relax 6. Up. Relax 7. Up. Relax 8. I have 2 left up. Relax 9 last repetition. And 10, very good, good job. You should feel it on the inside of your thigh, but it's not usually an exercise that causes a lot of muscle fatigue. The next exercise is the bridge, and for that we're going to lie on our backs. The bridge is one of the best options to work the gluteal muscles, the gluteus maximus, which is basically where we sit. These muscles protect both the lower back and the knee, and they are extremely important for their health. For this, keep your knees slightly apart at shoulder width, with your knees at about a 90-degree angle. Let's stretch these knees a little bit, and from here, arms on both sides. I raise my pelvis to form a straight line from shoulder to knee. And I feel that glute contraction as if I had a credit card between my butt cheeks, that you wouldn't want anyone to take from you, that you wouldn't want to drop. I stay low, and as soon as I touch, I go back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good relaxation, very pleasant. One of my favorite exercises. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. We've done 4, and we continue. 6. Let's go again. 6. It's this one, not the previous one. 6. I touch down. I touch. 7. I touch down. 8. I touch down. 9. I touch down. And 10. We relax, we rest. A small back and forth movement with the legs, and with this bridge, we finish the exercises lying down. We have one last standing exercise left, the half squat, which is also very useful for strengthening and stabilizing the knee. So let's go for it. Let's lie on our backs, close to a wall. I want you to lean on it with your hands and spread your legs to a distance equal to the width of your shoulders. From here, in a very safe and simple way, we're going to work on squats. Because yes, squats are one of the best exercises for rehabilitating your legs. The problem is that we always choose intensities that are too high, and I'm going to show you a very, very light intensity. We lean against the wall, and what I want is for you to bend your hips as if you were going to sit in a chair behind you. I don't want your knees to go forward, I want your buttocks to go back. It's as simple as that. I don't want to move my knees forward and lift my heel. I want my buttocks to go back, very straight. From here, I'll bend my knees and lower my buttocks as much as I can. You don't have to go very low. And then we return to the starting position. Did you see how simple it is to work on squats without any kind of complication? I slightly lower my buttocks, then return to the start. If you're comfortable, try it without leaning on the wall. Of course, I lower my buttocks a little bit down and then return to the starting position. Can you do it with just one hand to make it easier? I go down, that's it, look, good job, and then I return to the starting position. 3, I go down. From here, we can do a lot without leaning on anything. On our waist, grab some weight with our hands. Go a little deeper for more work. For those who are very confident only, the important thing is to find within this range of the squat a grayscale, an intensity that fits your abilities well. 5, come on, let's do 5 more. 6. 7, 3 left. 8, I have 2 left. 9, I have 1 left. And 10, very impressive. Good work. At the knee level, if you've made it this far, it's because you're fully committed to recovering your meniscus and your knee. That's why I've prepared a very, very special video that will help give you a very clear vision of what you really need to rehabilitate your knee. A video where I'm going to show you a lot of key points and necessary elements that you can find up here in the top right corner of the screen. Click the card, then the first comment and the video description. And you access that amazing video that will help you map out the steps you need to take to rehabilitate your knee. Not just today, but for your whole life, that's all. I'm really glad you've made it this far, all the way to the end, and I count on you to share this content with everyone who has knee pain or any kind of meniscus injury. Exercise is always the best tool for rehabilitation. Forget about rest, forget about medication, forget about x-rays and injections. Exercise is the real tool that you can put into practice to improve your health. That's all. See you very soon in one of my other videos. Bye, friends.